On this week's edition of the Overtime, we delve into Flag High Volleyball's playoff loss last week, despite finishing 11-1 in the Grand Canyon region. Then we are sticking with high school for a recap of the crosstown rivalry football game between Coconino and Flagstaff High School. Finally, my peers and I traveled to Red Mountain, a volcanic cinder cone. All that and more on this edition of the Overtime. Hello and welcome to the Overtime, Northern Arizona's only sports show. I'm your host, Ava Nichols, and today I am joined by my co-host, Hannah Hamilton. Hannah, I'm really excited to have you on the show this semester. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm excited to be here. Let's get started. Sports reporter Angel Castellano and I got the chance to be on the sidelines for the 4A girls volleyball playoff matchup between the Flagstaff Eagles and the Arcadia Titans. Arcadia won 3-1 and ended Flagstaff's season.
Flagstaff High School volleyball season came to an end in the first round of the 4A state tournament. The Eagles lost 3-1 against the Arcadia Titans. Dropping the first set, the Eagles came back to win the second set 25-19. Head coach Beth Haglund said the match results were controlled on their side of the net.
I feel like we kept our energy high the whole set, that second set. I feel like our passing and ball control was better in the second set, and as a result, so was our offense better.
The Eagles were 11-1 in the Grand Canyon region. Their one loss caused by a forced forfeit. The Eagles have a team acronym every year that they keep secret until the season's end. This year, it was FMUS, meaning Family Makes Us Stronger, which was embraced by the team and community.
I think we did a really good job. I think we made that acronym because that's just like how we act. I think we all love each other like a family. We really bonded this year because we went through a lot together, and we just really stuck together like a family would.
The Eagles are saying goodbye to 4 seniors this season. Finishing 8th in 4A, senior Sydney Hennis said strength came from all members of the team.
My biggest takeaway is always just give it your all, and family does make you stronger. Through the beginning, everyone does have their little cliques, but throughout the season, we bonded more as a family and we got that connection, and it definitely made us stronger because we ended up top 8. So.
Angel Castellano, NAZ Today.
What the viewer doesn't know is that Hannah and I were out at multiple games during the regular season, badgering Coach Haglund, trying to figure out what that acronym FMUS really stood for.
Absolutely. We had family and us, but for some reason we couldn't put the other two parts together.
That has been a guessing game for me every season since I got here to NAU. Last year, I was actually able to decode the acronym at one of their regular season games, not at the end of the season. And Coach Haglund just said, "I cannot confirm nor deny."
Also to note, on Monday, Flagstaff's junior setter, Macy Mozang, was named the 4A Grand Canyon Region Volleyball Player of the Year for her efforts this season. Mozang is a third-year varsity returner for Flagstaff. She played in 96 sets and dished out 738 assists this year.
Sticking with high school sports, last week, Coconino and Flagstaff High School faced off on the turf for the 54th year in a row. The Panthers beat the Eagles 56-14. Sports reporter Adriana Sparks was there in the Sky Dome. Take a look.
Last weekend, the Coconino Panthers took on the Flagstaff Eagles in the Sky Dome for a spot in the playoffs. Although the Eagles fought hard, the Panthers won by a score of 56-14. The Flagstaff and Coconino High School football rivalry stems back several decades, but the players continued to show camaraderie and friendship. The Eagles head coach Mickey Clements describes this rivalry as a celebration of football for all of Northern Arizona communities.
I think it's a great game for the community. It brings everyone together in one building, and we're all wearing 2 different colors, but it's one community.
Senior Ben Walter has been a team captain since his first year playing for the Flagstaff Eagles. And like Coach Clements, he understands the value of community and brotherhood between the teams. Since Walter is graduating this spring, this is his message for the players he leaves behind.
Don't forget the connections you make with each other, because it's more than just a game and going out there and hitting each other. It's all about the connections you make and making that bond with your new brothers.
Coach Clement says that although the teams are rivals, he will still be rooting for Coconino in the playoffs.
Congratulations to Coconino on the win, and wish them the best in the playoffs, and you can't wait to see them succeed further.
The Coconino Panthers played the undefeated Arcadia Titans in Phoenix after the win over Flagstaff. Head coach Gary Cook is optimistic about the team's chances in the playoffs.
we have a shot at this without question. But we have to play well. We have to be on top of our game. We got to be mentally right. If we do that, I like our chances.
Adriana Sparks, NAZ Sports.
The Coconino Panthers are playing Arcadia at the time of recording. Check out at Coconino Football on X for updates. The city of Flagstaff hosted the Big Sky Soccer Tournament this past weekend. The number 4 ranked Lumberjacks made it to the championship Sunday after beating Sacramento State 3-0. And then number 1 ranked Montana in the semifinals 1-0. Ultimately, the Lumberjacks fell to the Idaho Vandals in a closely contested game 2-1. In the first half, the Vandals put 7 shots on goal in comparison to NAU's 2. The final shot count balanced out at 16-16, but the Lumberjacks were unable to execute offensively. However, NAU players Allie Larson, Joey Lujan, Alison Veloz, and Holly Hunter were all named to the Big Sky All-Tournament team.
Also, the men's basketball team started their season Monday against the defending national champions. The Lumberjacks fell to the number 6 ranked Yukon Huskies 95-52. Liam Lloyd recorded 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists in the first half. But after the half, the Jacks were only able to score 22 total points. Stick around after the break for our outdoor segment where I ventured to Red Mountain.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Hey, can you chop the pineapple? Chop the pineapple.
Nope, I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope, I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised.
Practice makes perfect. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Welcome back. Last week, the Sports and Adventure Media program took a road trip to Red Mountain. It felt like a miniature Bryce Canyon, and it's only 40 minutes from Flagstaff. Take a look. On this week's edition of Get Out There, I am here at Red Mountain, located just 25 miles northwest of Flagstaff. Red Mountain is actually a volcanic cinder cone that scientists suggest was formed 740,000 years ago. After a beautiful 40-minute drive from NAU's campus, we arrived at a small parking lot to start our 3-mile out-and-back hike to the base of Red Mountain. The trail was relatively flat and easy to follow, with guiding trail signs along the way. For most of the hike, you are following a dry stream bed. When you arrive at a small wooden ladder to climb up, you are close to the base. These erosional pillars, called hoodoos, were naturally formed over time, creating the perfect nooks and crannies to adventure in and climb through. Ava Nichols, NAZ Sports. I feel so lucky to have our professor, Rory Faust, who shows us all the best spots in the region.
I was unfortunately not able to make it, but I'm definitely going to have to get some friends together and check it out.
I would highly recommend it. Stick around after the break for a preview of Northern Arizona sports this weekend with James Gillis.
I just found out my work party is a +1. You want to go? This is my boss, Ella.
Nice to meet you, Greg.
You're welcome.
Nope, I'm high. But I'll clean the kitchen while you're gone.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
Pool party at Jesse's. Can you drive? I'm toasted.
Nope, I'm high. But I can order us a ride.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Welcome back to the Overtime. My name is James Gillis, and I'll be your preview reporter tonight. Let's get to it. NAU Ice Hockey is back at the Jay Lively Activity Center tonight as the D2 team takes on UC Santa Barbara. The 4-4 Ice Jacks returned to Flagstaff after a 7-game road trip, which ended with an 8-4 win over UCLA. You can listen to Tony Braca on Black Dog Hockey streaming service later tonight at 8:30 p.m. NAU's basketball teams have a busy weekend ahead as the women are in Tucson to take on Arizona shortly after the show tonight at 6:30, while the men will be in Phoenix on Sunday to take on Grand Canyon. Both teams are looking to bounce back after suffering hard-fought losses on Monday. NAU football returns to the Skydome for the final time this season as they take on Northern Colorado for Senior Day. The UNC Bears have not won a game this season, while the Lumberjacks are 3-6. Both teams are coming off losses against ranked opponents, and we expect a lot of action as both teams look for a win. NAU will be honoring 16 seniors. We spoke to senior Hendrix Johnson before his last game in the Skydome. He's only 3 receptions away from the all-time reception record at NAU. Take a look.
From a sense of breaking the record, it's not that big of a deal, but from a sense of like, it's my last home game, playing in front of my family and my friends, and I know it'll be emotional, but at the same time I'll be locked in for the game. But it's a little different, but I'll just treat it like every other game because we do got 2 more really.
This game is the last one for the 16 seniors here in Flagstaff. You can watch NAU football and our very own Ava Nichols on the sideline on ESPN+. That's all I have for sports this weekend. I'm James Gillis. Back to Ava and Hannah at the desk.
Thanks, James, and thank you all for joining us for this edition of the Overtime. I would also like to acknowledge Veterans Day and thank all our veterans for their service. Also, a thank you to our sports reporters Adriana Sparks, Angel Castellano, and my co-host Hannah Hamilton. On next week's edition of the Overtime, I'm taking a trip to the Grand Canyon. We're getting a preview of local high school wrestling and more. I'm Ava Nichols, and we'll see you next Friday at 6:15.